Chapter 3, Squirty. Me and Philip, Johnny, Bob took a real nap. It was an accident because both of us are too old for naps. But sometimes naps just happen. After we woke up, Mother came in my room and she kissed my cheek hello. I did a yawn and a wave and she ruffled my hair. I know you're still sleepy, honey, but we need to go get your Halloween costume now, she said. Grandma's going to stay with Ollie while we're gone. My tummy did a flip-flop at that news. I had to get out of this. I just had to. Yeah, only I don't actually feel like getting my Halloween costume right now, I said real whiny. And anyway, I don't even know what I want to be yet. After that, I pulled the covers over my head. I'll think about this and get back to you tomorrow, I said. Mother laughed. She pulled the covers off. Sorry, Junie B, but we can't wait until tomorrow. Tomorrow is Halloween. After that, she picked me up from my bed and she stood me on the floor. I'm sure that once we get to the store, you'll find lots of fun costumes to choose from. Now, please put on your shoes while I go get my coat. After she left, I grabbed Philip, Johnny, Bob, very panicked. She's going to make me do it, Philip. Mother's going to make me go trick-or-treating tomorrow night, and that means I'm going to see real actual monsters and witches, plus I'll probably be coming home with a bat in my hair. I ran around the room very upset, and Philip watched me go. Why don't you just tell her, Junie B, he asked. If you tell Mother the 5 scary secrets, then she won't make you go trick-or-treating, I bet. But I can't, Philip. I can't tell anyone the 5 secrets or else my head will turn into a wart. Remember that? A wart would be a hard head to explain. Okay, then make up a different reason why you can't go. Tell Mother you're afraid of the dark. I rolled my eyes up to the ceiling. But I'm not afraid of the dark, Philip. I'm not afraid of anything usually. Except for roosters with pointy lips, of course. But that's to be expected. Also, I do not care for ponies who stomple you to death. And clowns, Philip said. You're also afraid of clowns. Yes, Phil, but everyone is afraid of clowns. Even Grandma Miller is afraid of clowns. Remember when all of us went to the circus together and that scary mean clown chased Grandma around the bleachers with his seltzer bottle? Yes, Squirty the clown, Philip nodded. He made Grandma wear an unattractive balloon hat. Remember that? Of course I remember. I still have bad dreams about that clown. Even monsters and witches would run away from Squirty, I bet. Sure they would. Squirty would scare the pants off those guys. Lucky Squirty. Squirty the clown doesn't have to be afraid of anything, probably. Just then, Mother's voice hollered down the hall. Junie B, are you ready yet? You need to get a move on, honey. We gotta go. Me and Philip looked frantic at each other. Then bingo, a miracle happened. And it's called the answer popped right in my head. Hey, wait a second. I know the answer, Philip. I know what I can be for Halloween. I danced around real joyful. I can be Squirty. I can be Squirty the clown. And then I squirt the monsters and witches with my seltzer bottle and then they will run away. I grabbed Philip, Johnny, Bob, and we twirled and around. Squirty, 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 I sang real happy. Mother heard us being noisy and she hurried into my room. Hey, what's going on in here? I'm going to be Squirty. That's what's going on in here. Mother stood there for a real long time and then all of a sudden her face went funny. Oh dear, no. You don't mean Squirty the clown, do you? She asked, and she closed her eyes. Not that nasty little clown who chased your grandmother around the bleachers with a seltzer bottle. I laughed and clapped. Yes, Mother. Yes. That's exactly the Squirty I mean. But this makes no sense, Junie B. You were scared to pieces by Squirty. Why would you want to be such a terrible clown for Halloween? Because I'm not allowed to tell you, that's why. But I really want to be Squirty. After that, I quick put on my shoes and grabbed my jacket and ran out to the car and I honked the horn for Mother because when you're a mean clown with a seltzer bottle, trick-or-treating doesn't worry you a bit. And so ha on monsters and ha on witches and bats and cats and ha on scary Halloween. Chapter 4, the Halloween store. The Halloween store was in the mall. I pulled Mother there in a jiffy. Only too bad for me, because as soon as I saw the store, I screeched on my brakes speedy quick. On account of the stuff in the window gave me the creeps, I tell you. The window was filled with skeletons and devils, and there was scary, hairy monster heads all over the place. I closed my eyes real tight, and I did a hard swallow, because scary, hairy monster heads can take the brave right out of you. I squeezed Mother's hand tighter. Okay, here's a little change of plans. I think I'm going to go home now. Then I tried to pull Mother back away, but she didn't budge. I know those masks look scary, but rubber masks can't hurt you, Junie B. Those masks are made from the same kind of rubber that Ollie's rubber ducky is made from, and you're not afraid of rubber ducky, are you? Rubber ducky doesn't have a sword through his head, I said. Mother didn't listen. She pulled me into the store and we went to the aisle with the little girls' costumes. I looked up and down the shelves. They had every little costume in the book, I tell you. They had Little Red Riding Hood and Little Bo Peep, and Mary had a little lamb and Little Orphan Annie and the Little Mermaid. Plus, also they had Little Miss Muppet who sat on her trumpet. Mother's face got gleamy and happy. Oh, don't you just love these, Junie B? Wouldn't you like to wear one of these darling costumes tomorrow? I smiled, very pleasant. No, thank you, I said. Just then a store lady walked by. I reached out and tapped on her. Where's the squirty suits? I asked. The lady looked curious at me and then looked at Mother. Did she say squirrely suits? No. I'm afraid she said squirty suits. Squirty the clown. He sprays old women with seltzer. The lady looked strange at me. Then she led me and Mother to the clown stuff and she went the other way. I looked down the clown road real nervous and oh no. There were scary clown parts hanging everywhere, I tell you. I jumped behind Mother's skirt and then very slow I peeked out. There were round clown noses and creepy clown hair and big white clown gloves and giant baggy clown pants with suspenders on them. I did some deep breaths and then I came out from behind Mother and I looked all the way down the aisle. Yeah, only here's the problem. I don't actually see the squirty suits. Yes, well, I didn't think we'd find a real squirty costume, but with all these clown parts, you can be much cuter than Squirty, Junie B. She took a wig off the shelf and plopped it on my head. Here, how about this funny, frizzy, fun red hair? I took it off. No, Mother, no. I don't want to be frizzy. I want to be squirty. Squirty, squirty. I have to be squirty. Shh. Honestly, Junie B, what has gotten into you? Just then a boy walked by and he saw me getting snapped at. I asked Mother to tone it down a notch. I will not be saying that comment again. Her face turned steamy mad and she talked through closed teeth. That's enough out of you, young lady. Not one more rude word. Do you understand me? I rocked back and forth on my feet, kind of nervous. Then I did a gulp. Yep, only that is really going to cut down on my end of the conversation, I said, kind of quiet. Mother looked at me a minute. Then she covered her mouth with her hand. She was doing a grin back there, I think. After that, her voice got nicer. You've got to listen to me about this costume business, Junie B. There are no squirty suits, okay? They don't even make squirty suits. Squirty is not a famous clown. But how can he not be famous, Mother? I know that clown like the front of my hand. Yes, well, I'm afraid Squirty made a strong impression on all of us. And why you're determined to be such a terrible clown is a total puzzle to me, she said. But if you really, really want to be Squirty, the best we can do is to get you an outfit that is similar to his. My shoulders did a slump because similar does not mean exactly. Mother looked at her watch. It's your choice, Junie B. We either buy you an outfit similar to Squirty's or we buy you a Little Bo Peep costume. I walked down the aisle very glum and I looked for a similar seltzer bottle.